Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And he's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
Hi, this is Bruce Rivers. Welcome to another episode of Criminal Lawyer Reacts. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer. And today we're reacting to a little bit of news about 6ix9ine. I've kind of stayed away from reporting anything about 6ix9ine. Can't ignore what's in the news and some other funny stuff that's in the news. So we're reacting to a little bit of news, and I'm going to get to the video in a second. We may get restricted on this because it's a little bit of violence, but it's not really. The video actually isn't that bad. But let's just talk about who Daniel Hernandez is. Daniel Hernandez is Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's a rapper who sort of ripped off a couple of guys a while back. Zilla Kame and Sosmula, which is now City Morgue. Zilla Kame is a very, very prolific and decent artist. And he's very smart the way he writes. And they have a very different, distinct style. Well, Tekashi 6ix9ine, or Daniel Hernandez, let's just call him Daniel Hernandez. Daniel Hernandez stole their equipment and stole their style. And he did a video where he had a minor performing sex acts in the video. He pled guilty to one felony count of the use of a minor in a pornographic work, basically in a sexual work. He got 4 years probation. He got kidnapped in 2018, and they pistol whipped him. They took $750,000 worth of jewelry, $35,000 in cash. Then there was this RICO case. 6ix9ine wound up snitching on the other guys in this group, and he got out early. So he is absolutely known to be a snitch. And what do we say about snitching? I mean, we can just take the self out of here and we can say stop snitching. Because, here's the thing. You really don't get that much for snitching these days. He got his ass kicked at an LA Fitness. Before we get to the video, I think the rap community and the public in general is kind of split on Mr. Hernandez. Some people think he may have been justified by, snitching on the people who did what they did to him, and they had sex with his girlfriend. I don't know if it was right in front of him or what, but they used him, but he also used their clout as as like he's a badass gangster, which he's not at all. And the problem, that you have, you're snitching on people who really screwed you over. They used them to funnel drugs through. They used him, in a number of ways because he that's one of the things. Remember I told you, like, celebrities or people who have money can oftentimes be a target. If you were labeled a snitch, you're a freaking snitch. And if you're a snitch, you can get your ass beat. I don't care if it's loyal or not. So let's take a look at what happened to him.
That's how they supposed to treat you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take a picture. Go ahead. Take a picture. I want to be famous now. I want to be famous.
First of all, you're snitching on yourself when you record this and then put it on social media. I'm not sure if they posted this or not, but it certainly looks like they did because it says, "King shit, we caught 6ix9ine slipping. Fuck a rat. ADR, probably another dead rat. Not in our hood." So you develop a reputation as a snitch. This is the kind of stuff that can actually happen to you. I mean, it's real. It isn't fake. And not everybody, not everybody is sympathetic to 6ix9ine. So Boozy posts on Twitter, laughing my ass off, "Snitches get stitches. Let's start a GoFundMe, a GoFund for this guy, 100. I'm not going to say that I really advocate for that because, and then he also posted later on, "We need to go start a GoFund for this guy. We got to start rewarding the real ones." And I think I reacted to something a while back about 6ix9ine, and I think I said something to the effect that how the hell can he can go out, without security? I mean, he can afford it. And look what happens. Not in our hood, they said. And, there is a certain code, and that is you don't snitch, period. You do not snitch. And so the problem that I have with 6ix9ine in general, or Mr. Hernandez, we'll call him Hernandez, you're all hat and no cattle. You know, you pretend like you're this gangster. You want to rip off that culture and be outrageous to get clout, you know, so you get followers. If you look at somebody like NBA YoungBoy, now he's been really good while he's been on supervision. But prior to that, he had been just an absolute wild card. You know, you run into a real danger when you start stealing people's clout. You sit there and you spout off this bullshit. You can expect that people are going to think that you're not authentic, and they're going to take you on. Take, for example, look at him here pretending he's just strolling around O Block.
O Block right here. I should call this shit No Block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at? Niggas ain't outside. It's only 10 p.m. Where the fuck y'all niggas at, blood? No Block right here. This what y'all wanted me in Chicago?
Okay, it wasn't 10 p.m. It was like 2 or 3 a.m. when everybody's asleep.
O Block right here. I should call this shit No Block. It's 10 o'clock. Where the fuck y'all niggas at?
I'd like to see him call it No Block while some of the OGs are right there in front of him. Wouldn't happen. And so when you're this bombastic kind of all talk, and it's just, you can do that behind a computer screen. Take a look at this clip. I mean, we got all these clips, and you wonder why you get your fucking ass kicked when you are out in public.
Stop bringing me. Yo, you stuck by yourself, right? Bro,
Just watch.
that shit away, because when you shitted on yourself, you didn't pull that out. Man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Shitted on yourself, you didn't pull that out.
Hey, you too internet, bro.
No, listen.
That's exactly right. You're too internet. I can't watch a whole lot more of that. I mean, he is what, about 4'2", and with a mouth that he thinks he's like 6'5", you know, and that's a problem. That's a real problem for guys who are like Mr. Hernandez, and as a result, you go into the wrong place at the wrong time, and you meet the wrong people. You are at risk. He's at risk, and it puts a target on your back. You know, you don't have to be unnecessarily antagonistic. And I think he thinks he needs to be that character in order to sustain his cred, but he doesn't have any cred. You know, he's got a sex offense, and he had a RICO case and he got out of it because he snitched. Period. But then you take that, and instead of being low profile, he's this guy. But he's created this image of himself, and he's for nothing getting in these fights. You know, who says that kind of stuff? People who want to get into some kind of scuffle, some kind of beef with somebody else, so you can put it all over the internet, but there are consequences to that. And it's, you know, and if you are a snitch, keep a low mother flipping profile, you know. But it's hard to keep a low profile when you are, you know, a rapper who rips people off.